I make around $10,000 per AI agency client that I sign on, and it's because of these 6 frameworks. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you could do the same. If you're watching this, you might be signing AI agency clients for about $500 or $2,000. Well, that's great, and you're on the right track. Congratulations. It's very hard to build a sustainable, reoccurring income and 6-figure business if you sign people, you do the work, and then they leave. AKA they churn after 30 days, after 60 days. It's super hard to build a long-term sustainable business. And it's scary because you don't know when people are going to leave and you don't know where that next source of income is coming from. All right. It's very hard to do this. I'm going to show you these 6 steps you could do for your company, especially if you already have some clients. There's some very small tweaks you have to make to actually make 5 figures per client. It's going to be absolutely game changing. I've been able to do this for myself, and it changes everything when it comes to running a sustainable AI agency. And you guys are smart. I understand that, but I want to show you the math behind high ticket because people don't understand how possible it is to charge high ticket and make a lot of money. And it's not that much harder than selling those $500 to $2,000 services. All right. If you sign 10 clients at a 10K price point on average, you'll have a 6-figure income. Now, the profitability and everything, yes, that's different. I'm going to cover that a little bit later based on the business model you're running. But if you sign 100 clients, you have a 7-figure business, right? Assuming that you're making 10K or 5 figures per client. All right. Again, the numbers work out really, really well here. If you want to make a 6-figure business, you only have to sign 10 clients a year. That's less than a client a month. Super, super doable. And 100 clients might sound like a lot. It's honestly not that hard when you put it into perspective. Okay, so that's the math of high ticket, and this is exactly how you're going to do so. Make sure you stick to the end. Steps 4, 5, and 6 are crucial to making this stuff actually work, and it's pretty much everything. Everything works in order, so make sure you stick to the end. You have to put in 2x speed. Do what you got to do. This is going to be a banger. Now, the first thing you want to do, and I can't stress this enough, is identify a severe pain point. Most AI agencies are only charging $500 to $2,000 because they're solving surface level problems. You need to solve a problem as fundamental to the business or the person that you are solving it for. And I want you to just 1 second indulge me. What is severe? What is a severe pain point? Have you ever been in severe pain? Hopefully you haven't, and I wouldn't wish that upon you. But if you've ever been in severe pain, maybe you're playing sports or you've been hurt before, you would do almost anything to get out of that pain. Almost anything, right? Meaning paying a lot of money, doing anything to get out of that pain. And that's exactly what we want to do for these business owners. A surface level pain point is just not enough. That's like getting a little scratch. Yeah, you're bleeding a little bit. Cool. Like you could just wipe it off, right? Rub some dirt on it. A severe pain point is massive, and that's what we want to be solving. And these are the few pain points which are actually seeing work for businesses. All right. The first one is going to be lead generation. I'm going to cover this a little bit later because that's actually the service that we're selling. Obviously, if you can make a company money, they could justify paying you a lot more money, right? That's very simple. But the other one that a lot of people aren't talking about right now are security and privacy, right? Because a severe pain point would be a business getting sued or losing everything, especially when it comes to AI implementation. There's so many rules, so many regulations that you have to follow, right? So security and privacy is a very, very slept on industry, compliance as well, because these are core pillars that make the business function. Lead generation, obviously, the business, if it has no business, it can't sustain itself. There's no revenue. So that's obviously something you want to solve. But security and privacy, if you go over security and privacy, and you don't have this in place, you have no compliance in place, and you're at a liability to get sued, then you have no business. So this is also another severe pain point. These are the 2 massive pain points that we're seeing right now, especially lead generation. If you get good at this, you could pretty much sell to anyone. All right. So those are the 2 things that we're going to focus on. Those are the 2 things I recommend you focusing on. All right. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the solution has to be a pillar of the company's success, meaning they cannot run their business without the service that you're implementing. I just had a call with one of our clients. He's going to renew with us, meaning we're going to make 10K, maybe even 15, 20K with this client because 1, we're making him more money. And 2, we're so deeply ingrained into the marketing of his company. He literally told me, Shaz, I cannot run my business without the service you're providing us. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. We're so deeply ingrained and we're helping them so much that they're going to renew because they need us, right? And I would love to work with them, right? So it goes both ways. Now, a client transformation is something like this. Let's say that a client, to be successful, say a business is a marketing agency. What does a marketing agency have to do? They have to get leads. They have to, let's say, close deals. So let's do sales. We'll do leads, sales. We'll do fulfillment. So we'll do like team. We'll do, we'll do it back here. We'll do like taxes. And let's say we will do what's something else they would need. Let's say compliance. All right. I'm just pulling some stuff out here because I just want to show you what pillars are. Like these are the pillars of an agency. And I recommend going to ChatGPT or Claude and saying, hey, I'm targeting realtors, or I'm targeting this, or I'm targeting that. What are the pillars of these types of company success, and you'll sort of see a transformation here. So these are the things that a marketing agency, a hypothetical here, would have to do to be successful. You want to solve one of these. So you want to make sure that their sales are bulletproof. So if they lose your sales, they cannot run their company, right? Another one is like you use AI to do hiring for them, all right? They need a team to fulfill for the sales they bring in. If they do not have your hiring system, they cannot have good talent, they cannot fulfill, they don't have a business. Same thing for compliance, same thing for taxes, like these two as well. Like they will get sued if they don't have compliance in place or if they don't do their taxes, all right? So you have to think about your client's transformation, what they need to run their business in pillars, and then you have to solve one of those pillars. Your solution has to be a pillar of your company's success. If you're doing little CRM automations, send data from here to here, yeah, you could get paid for that, but it's not a real pillar, right? It's not a real pillar to that company's success. So please take some time and deduce what the pillars of the company that you're targeting, what is making them successful, and then solve a severe pain point within one of those pillars. Okay, that is a massive, massive thing. Nothing happens without step number one. All right. Now, I want to show you really quickly a real world example of this. For example, gym memberships, and this number seems a little bit high, but let's just take it for an example. The average time that a person spends at a gym, like paying the membership, is 4.7 years. It's a pretty long time. All right. And this is because the gym is solving the pain of being unhealthy or looking bad. Believe it or not, this is a severe pain point. No one wants to be unhealthy, and especially no one wants to look bad. Like people would rather be unhealthy and look good than be healthy and look bad, right? So people especially hate looking bad, all right? And the gym is what solves that. That's why people stay for so long. That's just a simple real world example. And I'm not going to cover this in this video, but a key point here is this pain, this severe pain, the emotional pain needs to be conveyed in all of your marketing, in your content, on your landing pages, in your copywriting, in your email nurture sequences. Once you have a severe pain point that you're solving, you need to tell it out to the world so your clients understand that you understand their pain and that you could solve that pain. All right. This is a key point if you want a video on actually how to use the emotional tactics to brainwash your content into buying or brainwash your leads into buying with content. I have a video on that. You could search on my page. I have dozens of videos of how to actually use emotional pain points to convey your message in your marketing to bring more leads in the door anyways. All right. Now, how do you understand a severe pain point? That leads us to point number two. This could honestly be point number one, but it's leveraging a strong ICP or ideal client profile. You'll probably hear this online all the time. Have an ICP. This is an ideal client profile. This is who you work with, the type of person you're working with. Where do they live? What do they look like? What do they believe in? How much money are they making? What are their bottlenecks? What's stressing them out, etc. You have to be ruthless with who you work with, guys. If you can't predictably get an ROI from someone, they're not your ICP. And this is a massive learning lesson that I had to learn in my agency, and it stalled me out for months. This is it. I have signed clients that have not been ideal. They do not fit my ICP. I could not really get them a result, but I wanted them in. I wanted to get the money. I wanted to try to prove to myself I could do it. And the money was never worth it. Either it was a headache, either it was stressful, either the client just kept calling and texting, not using the service correctly. Like, it is just not ideal. So have an ICP. If you want a video on that, I have a video on how to create an AI agency offer. I highly recommend you watch that. I might make another one. That one's a little bit outdated now, but I highly recommend you watch that video because I talk about how to come up with your ICP. And if you have your ICP and someone else comes to you saying, hey, like I need your service, and they're not in your ICP, guys, the money is not worth it. I'm telling you, it's not worth it because it's going to be harder to fulfill. You're going to have to do other stuff that you did not want to do that's outside of the boundaries and then the scope of the project. It's just not worth it. So leverage a strong ICP. All right, because you end up getting in this flywheel of growth, which I'll cover in a second here. You have an ICP that you really nailed down. Thus, you're able to get good results because, again, we can only get results for people that fit in our ICP because we have systems dialed in for that type of person. So the ICP fit, you get good results, you get a happy client, then you get higher LTV. We're going to get to LTV in a second, but LTV is lifetime value. This is people paying you over time. Now, I never said people paid me 10K all at once. I'm just saying I make 10K per client. So they could pay me 3K a month for 4 months and that'd be 12K. They could pay me 5K for 2 months and that's 10K. So you want to retain people over time. It's much easier to take one client and work with them for a long time than try to take 10 clients and work with them over month to month, right? You're going to make the same amount of money. You might as well increase lifetime value per client, all right? And then you get into what I like to call the flywheel of growth. This is pretty awesome here. And if you could accomplish this, you're pretty golden when it comes to your agency. You have an ICP, you get them good results, then you get a happy client. The happy client will stay for longer, pay you more money, higher LTV. You use this in your marketing saying, hey, I got this client XYZ results. This marketing, since it's for your ICP, it's going to bring more people that are qualified for your ICP, and then you're going to get a better ICP fit, sign on more clients, get better results, and the cycle of growth goes around. So ICP, guys, is huge. Is huge, is huge. Do not skip this part. Do not work with a bunch of random people every single time. I know it's tempting to do so because of the money. Stick with one ICP. Really dial in their emotional pain points. Step number one, get them good results. It enables this flywheel of growth. Like I mentioned, understand ICP, solve severe problem, which is step number one. This is really 1A, 1B. Have an ICP and solve their severe pain points, or find a severe pain point and then find the ICP that fits that pain point. This is like, again, 1A, 1B, but this is crucial. Now we're going to move on to crafting an outcome-driven offer with a guarantee. Another massive step, especially this portion right here. If you're like, Shaz, I don't offer a guarantee, I'm not confident fulfilling my service, I'm going to show you a way to get around it right now. So what you want to do here is you want to lead with outcomes, not deliverables. All right. Deliverables are a commodity. Results and outcomes are gold. And this is a massive, massive learning lesson as well. For example, what sounds better here? All right. I will help you post 20 YouTube videos a month with our AI system. It takes less than 45 minutes per video. These are deliverables. All right, well, I could go and get a freelancer. I could probably use ChatGPT to do my scripts, blah, blah, blah. This is an outcome. With less than 100 subscribers and 20 videos, I will generate you 5 to 6 book calls and 2 paid clients in 60 days. This is actually a result that we just got for one of our clients. You could check out our service down below. And this is an outcome and results-based offer. Now, this is not our actual offer, but these are results that came from our offer. These are commodities. You could find freelance video editors. You could find ChatGPT to do your scripts. Yeah, anyone's gonna be like, oh, well, I don't really need that. This is a result. People don't know how to get results, and they will pay you for the result. So you need to craft an outcome-driven offer with a guarantee, which we're going to get into. But you have to understand here, deliverables, commodity, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Results, outcomes, everything. You can check out all of our results down below. We have like 15 AI agency results. We've helped grow their marketing. I'm not going to get into that. You could check that out down below. All right. But commodities, bad. Results, outcomes are good. People buy the outcomes every single time. Every single time. People don't go to the gym because there's cool weight machines. People go to the gym so they can look better when they go to the pool. That is it. Okay. Also, you want to de-risk the client with guarantees. Well, again, Shaz, I don't like the guarantees. I don't have the guarantees. I'm not confident. Relax. I got you. All right. So people are more scared of losing $10 than making 20. That's basically it. People hate loss. It's just human nature. It's human biology. All right. So take away risk from the client with guarantees. You want to de-risk the client. You want to come with an offer. You want to come with a service that takes away risk. Well, how can you do that, especially when we're just starting? There's a few ways. Here's the guarantee hierarchy. The first one and the best one is if you're good at what you do, which you should be, it's an ROI guarantee saying, hey, if you pay us $10,000, we're going to make you 20. Or if you pay us $10,000, we're going to at least make you 10K back, minimum. ROI guarantee, we will work with you until you make your money back. That is the guarantee hierarchy. This is de-risking the client because they're basically guaranteed to make their money back. Think about it from your point of view. If you were to buy something and there's a guarantee you would make money from it, you're going to buy it. It's guaranteed. Contractually, it's guaranteed, right? That's the whole goal here. Next is you take what you make, a guarantee type of offer. This is, I will generate you X amount of money and I'll only take a portion of what I make. This is, again, no risk to the client, no risk at all, because you're going to generate them extra money and then just take a portion of what you make with them. This is also an absolutely 10 out of 10 guarantee. This is for like cold outreach people, cold outbound, cold calling people, lead generation, cold email, etc. Next, we have performance-based guarantee. This is basically saying, hey, I will work with you for 4 months and I will guarantee you that you're happy with my commitment to working with you. The responses will be on time. I'll give you resources. I'll give you consulting. I guarantee you will be happy with my performance as a person working with you, as a service provider. All right. And the last one is deliverables and time-saving guarantee, because time saving is so hard to track, guys. It's so hard to say, hey, I'll save you 40 hours a week, because that's so varying amongst different variables. You can't really control 40 hours a week. Right. And then same with deliverables. It's like, I'll guarantee you get 10 videos a month. I guarantee I'll help you send out 10,000 cold emails. It's like, all right, so I can send out 10,000 cold emails myself. So this is at the very bottom. This is like, if you're really not good at what you do, try to slap some type of guarantee on there, numbers based, but you really want these two guarantees here. If you can't, then do a performance-based guarantee when you're doing something that's a little more outside of your control. Okay, but that's the guarantee hierarchy. If you slap a guarantee on what you do, guys, it's just de-risking the client. Again, people hate losing. So if you could de-risk the downside, they're going to be more inclined to work with you. Okay, so that is step number 3 here. So far, we have an ICP. Step number 2, we have a severe pain point we're solving, which is step number 1. And now we have a outcome-driven offer with a guarantee. All right, we're setting ourselves really good here for steps 4, 5, and 6. By the way, we have a free community down below if you guys want to check it out, where all of these concepts are covered in depth, specifically AI social media marketing. You could check that out down below. Now, the fourth thing we want to do, and this is where it gets super exciting, guys, is create a scalable fulfillment model and system. Okay, I call this the hybrid delivery model. Basically, they get some calls, they get some done for you, they get AI automation, and it's scalable and high margin. I'm probably gonna make a whole nother video on this, so make sure you subscribe and stick around. But basically, this hybrid delivery model is in between done for you and done with you. All right, now this is our YouTube dashboard. This has collected over $500,000 for myself and for my clients. It's how we post all of our YouTube videos. It's actually scripted this video for me right now. So if you want to grow a YouTube channel, you want to get inbound leads for your AI agency, we work with 15 other AI agencies. We've done over 500,000 through YouTube. You could check that out in the description, book a call and see if it's for you. But basically, this is what's able to get us high profit margins, and we could scale it without much team involved. Do you want a video on this? Let me know down in the comments. I'll make a video on the hybrid delivery model. All right, but it's best for both parties involved. And what I mean by this is you want to create a frictionless experience for a client, right? So if you have to suffer a little bit on your end, but the client has a great experience, you have to do it. Ideally, both parties have a frictionless experience. So from the client's point of view, it's good. And from your point of view, it's good. So client's point of view, let's go like this, right? With our system, the dashboard system, we call it the AI YouTube dashboard. It's easy access, all right? So on their end, they could just access it. It's super easy. It's professional feel. It's like we're giving them their own dashboard, which we are. Clients feel supported, but they don't have to do everything manually. So they see that I'm there. I have their phone number. I'm always texting them. I'm always making sure they're on top of stuff. So they feel supported by the owner, not by some random person, by me. Clients get one-on-one access, like my phone number. And clients love it because it feels custom, but it runs like clockwork, all right? So this is how we built it from our client's point of view. They absolutely love the system that we've delivered for them. From the agency, which is me, like my fulfillment, my team, fulfillment is organized across all clients. That's the first thing. I could see everything in one place. We have like 6 to 10 active clients every single time. Everything's in one single place. And it's easy to track and it's easy to fact check as well. So if my editor says one thing, but I could go check it, it's like, hey, well, we're not on the same page. Let's align on this, blah, blah, blah. It's high margins and efficiency. I only need 2 people to run this, myself and one other person. Super easy. It's easy to manage for a team doing fulfillment. It's so easy to onboard new people, get out new people. The hybrid fulfillment model on the back end, like our end, is insane. I haven't showed this to anyone. I might make a video on our back end. I might not. We'll see. And finally, I could collect data, guys. So all of our clients posting, all of our clients generating scripts, all of our clients going through our AI YouTube dashboard, it all gets collected into one large database. We have so much data on our clients, what they're doing, and this data is everything going forward if you know anything about the AI space. All right, so from the client's point of view, 10 out of 10. I mean, they absolutely love the experience. It's super easy. It's not like any other content agency out there. On my end, it's like a 9.5 because we could always be better. There's some things we still have to iron out, but it's so easy to fulfill for a bunch of clients at a time. We could take on like 10 clients tomorrow and we would still be fine, okay? What this means is if you create a scalable fulfillment model, you get better client results, better client satisfaction, and this means they stay for longer, higher LTV, guys. Higher LTV. It means they stay for longer, they pay you more. That's why we're making $10,000 per client, because they love the system so much that they're going to stay for longer, they're going to renew, they're going to keep on working with us. All right, so that's step number 4, a hybrid scalable model, or the hybrid model I like to call it. If you want a video on how to build out a hybrid model, let me know down below and I'll be happy to break it down for you. Now let's go on to step number 5 and 6 here. 5 is make the service sticky, all right? I want to ask you a question. A lot of you guys here are paying for ChatGPT. What actually makes this sticky? Well, it's pretty obvious. You get access to the new models and updates if you're paying for it. You could use pictures. So I believe in the free version, you can't use pictures. At least when I was on the free version, you couldn't do it. I need to put in pictures. So that's another thing. You get more usage and you unlock more features. All right. That's what makes the service sticky. Like it would be super hard for me to get off the $22 a month plan for Claude or ChatGPT because there's so much stuff that I use it for that I'll pretty much always use their service. All right. And when you make a service sticky, what ends up happening is the experience is amazing and you will pay and stay forever. Like just think about the things that you've paid forever, your gym membership, all those things. Like you need to pay for those things because they're so deeply ingrained into your life, aka the service is sticky. Now think about what I just told you about with our service, the dashboard, everything that we do. If you don't know what we do AI content systems for B2B agencies and SaaS companies. We basically get them inbound leads through that AI dashboard that I just showed you on YouTube. You can check out our client results, everything down below. I just want to make sure you understand what we're talking about here. We already made our service sticky in the first few lessons that we covered. We're solving a severe pain point. So a severe pain point will probably always be a severe pain point. So that's sticky. People don't want to leave and go back to severe pain like they were in before they're working with you. We have a guarantee. We're de-risking the client, making it more sticky, making it more of a no-brainer, and scalable delivery. The clients love this, the success and the ease it is to work with us. All right, so we already made our service pretty sticky. There are a few other things that we still can do. Another way to make the service sticky is the effort to replace you is way more than what the service actually costs. So guys, I want to put this in perspective. All right, so this is an example from our agency. All right, so if a person were to not renew with our service, this is what they would have to do. They'd have to come up with content ideas and titles for themselves. They'd have to script out all the videos, edit all the videos, hire someone to edit the videos, which is a pain in the ass. If you've ever tried to hire an editor, it's horrible, especially if you're going like across the pond, across the world, it's bad. You have to manage that person and quality check them. You have to find competitive rates to hire that person at, because a lot of these editors will try to scam you out of your money. Same process for thumbnail designers. You have to find that person, source that person, hire that person, place that person, manage that person, pay that person, all this stuff. You have to stay consistent on their own, so there's no one checking in on how much they're posting and how much progress they're making. And they have to figure out how to repurpose their content effortlessly. They have to build out the systems. They have to use ChatGPT. They have to figure out how to actually get good repurposing, which is something we provide in our service. They get no feedback on their performance from someone actively doing it in the industry, which is myself. And they have no split testing with their analytics. They're never looking into analytics. They're too busy. They're never getting reports. We send out client reports all the time. They have no one-on-one support from anyone else doing social media, which is, again, me. And there's much more things I didn't cover. So if a person were to not renew with us, if they were to never continue working with us again, they would have to do all of this, right? Or their other option is renew with us and you don't have to worry about any of this. You don't have to worry about any of this. We do everything, right? So those are the two options. Basically, the effort to replace us once we're working with you and we're getting your results, the effort to replace us and do everything yourself is going to cost you way much more in your time than to just keep on working with us. Again, increasing LTV. When you increase LTV, you make more per client. All right. This is literally an ROI on their time. All right. I like to call it the inefficiency ROI. So if they do not have you, they cannot do the task without you, or they can do it, but it's extremely inefficient. So inefficiency ROI. Let's say they just quit our service, they don't renew. Yeah, you could do it yourself 100%. You could definitely do the stuff that we do yourself, but it's extremely inefficient. You're probably going to give up and you're going to lose the advantage of what we do. All right, so that's literally a way to just make your service insanely sticky. And the great part is we already did most of it. Again, we already solved the severe pain point. We already have a guarantee. We have scalable delivery, we get good results, etc. Right, so apply this to your own business. Make the service sticky, deliver good results. Clients never leave. Make 10 to even 20K per client. We've made over 10K with a bunch of our clients. The next goal is make 20K per client. Because think about the math, guys. If you have 50 clients a year and you make 20K from them, that's $1 million business. Okay. Now, final thing is back it up with proof. Make it undeniable that you are good at what you do. And this is what a lot of you guys have to get to. And I have dozens of videos covering it. But my service has a bunch of testimonials. This is Ibrahim here, made $10,000 in 1 month with his AI agency, 5 weeks. Nick Peru, Jay, Nico, Alexandra, so many people, Armand, so many people that we're working with actually get results from our service. And then I get my own results from my own service. So I made 12K in 1 day, 7,500 in 5 days, $9,000 in 45 minutes, all with the service that I'm talking about. Okay. Make it undeniable that you are good at what you do, because again, it makes it more sticky in a way. Why would they go and try to do something themselves when they could do it with myself that's proven to do it for many other people? Okay. And this is the portion where I talked about in the growth flywheel. I talk about having an ICP fit, good results, happy client, better LTV, better marketing and case studies. And this is going to get to more people. All right. That's exactly where step number 6 comes in. Okay. We're going to reach more people. Now, finally, you use the case studies, interviews, and content to drive more qualified leads and calls to sign more 10K clients. So you're already making 10K from these clients and you're getting them results, and you're using those results to market and get the next set of 10K clients. Guys, it's an infinite flywheel. You can see here on my channel, I talk about this all the time. This is my moneymaker. This is literally my moneymaker, my channel right here, the video you're watching right now, because I'm talking about how I do this stuff, how I sign these clients, and this will in turn bring me more clients that I want to work with and that qualified for me. Okay. Final thing here, wrapping it up, is how I could help with you is I have a free community down below. It's absolutely free. We do a free call every Thursday where we talk about this stuff. And I have an AI marketing audit with me in that community. We could talk about your channel. We talk about your social media, how to get more leads. It's completely free. I don't try to hard sell you. You could check on that page to book a marketing audit with me. There's a bunch of people saying like, hey, Shaz doesn't even try to sell me. Just give straight sauce. And I do. It's one-on-one. If you qualify for that, you can book that in down below. Check out the rest of my videos. If you like this video, you will love this one right here. And I hope this was valuable to you. These are the 6 steps you could do for your AI agency to make upwards of 10K per client. I will see you at this video. I will see you on our audit, or I'll see you in the next one. Take care.